In Washington, D.C., Congress is considering a significant proposal, transferring a retired U.S. Navy guided missile cruiser to the Philippines, a move that could reshape the region's security landscape. This initiative is part of a broader American strategy to strengthen key allies in Southeast Asia, where shifting power dynamics and rising tensions demand a robust response. The Philippines, a long-standing treaty ally, would receive the ship through the Excess Defense Articles program, which allows the U.S. to provide surplus military equipment to trusted partners, enhancing their capabilities at a critical time. The timing is crucial, as Manila faces rising tensions with China over the South China Sea, where territorial disputes and maritime confrontations have become increasingly frequent and dangerous. The Philippine Navy's current fleet is mostly made up of smaller, older vessels. Acquiring a major U.S. warship would be a game-changer, dramatically boosting Manila's maritime presence and deterrence. U.S. lawmakers see this as a concrete way to reinforce the U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty and send a clear message about America's commitment to regional security and the defense of its allies. The transfer is more than just hardware. It's a powerful geopolitical statement, empowering allies to uphold a free and open Indo-Pacific and countering attempts at intimidation or coercion. Equipping the Philippines with a formidable warship helps deter coercion, supports the rule of law at sea, and enables Manila to participate more actively in joint maritime operations. The process requires U.S. congressional approval, likely through the National Defense Authorization Act or a specific transfer bill, ensuring thorough oversight and debate. This step ensures the move aligns with U.S. foreign policy and security interests, balancing regional stability with America's global commitments. For the Philippines, it's a significant opportunity, but also a major responsibility, requiring careful planning and resource allocation. Accepting the cruiser means committing to its maintenance, crew training, and operational costs, challenges that will test the Philippine Navy's readiness and long-term resolve. Manila must weigh these challenges against the strategic benefits, considering not just the immediate boost in capability, but also the long-term impact on its defense posture. The decision could redefine the Philippines' role in regional security, positioning it as a more capable and influential maritime power. It's a bold step, reflecting both nations' evolving approach to shared defense and their willingness to adapt to new security realities. The outcome will shape the maritime balance in Southeast Asia for years to come, influencing not only the Philippines, but the entire region's approach to security. The world is watching as this proposal moves forward, aware that its consequences will echo far beyond the halls of Congress and the waters of the South China Sea. The Ticonderoga-class cruiser is a floating fortress, built around the advanced Aegis combat system. Its SPY-1 radar can track and engage hundreds of targets, creating a powerful air defense shield. The ship's vertical launching system carries a mix of missiles for land attack, air defense, and anti-submarine warfare. Deck guns, anti-ship missiles, and torpedoes make it a versatile combatant. Though retired by U.S. standards, it would be the most advanced warship the Philippines has ever operated. Its size and capabilities would instantly elevate the Philippine Navy's status. However, operating such a complex vessel requires specialized training and significant logistical support. The success of this transfer depends on the Philippines' ability to absorb and sustain this high-tech ecosystem. Sending a cruiser to the Philippines is more than a symbolic gesture. It's a concrete step in a broader U.S. effort to reinforce its presence and support in the region. This move is part of a larger U.S. strategy to strengthen alliances and partnerships across the Indo-Pacific, a region that is increasingly central to global security and economic stability. The U.S. is shifting from acting as the region's sole security provider to empowering partners through advanced hardware, joint training, and robust intelligence sharing, ensuring allies are better equipped for emerging challenges. This approach, known as integrated deterrence, helps allies like the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia defend their maritime rights, safeguard their sovereignty, and resist external coercion. Recent U.S. aid to Manila includes $500 million in defense assistance, providing critical resources for modernization and readiness. Upgrades to bases under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement are expanding joint operational capabilities and deepening military ties. Joint projects, like a planned ammunition plant at Subic Bay, are also deepening industrial and logistical ties, fostering greater self-sufficiency for regional partners. The US is also strengthening security ties with Australia, Japan, and India through initiatives like AUKUS and the Quad, promoting interoperability and shared strategic goals. By building a network of capable partners, Washington aims to create a resilient security architecture that can respond to crises and deter aggression. The warship transfer is a tangible piece of this strategy, reinforcing a free and open Indo-Pacific and demonstrating US commitment to regional allies. It's about enabling allies to take the lead in their own defense, building confidence and capability for the long term. This shift is reshaping the region's balance of power, making it more dynamic and multipolar. The Philippines stands at the forefront of this transformation, emerging as a key player in regional security. The move signals a new era of collective security, where cooperation and shared responsibility are paramount. The Indo-Pacific's future depends on these evolving partnerships, which will shape peace and stability for years to come. The South China Sea is a vital, contested waterway, carrying a third of global shipping and rich in resources. China's sweeping claims overlap with the exclusive economic zones of the Philippines and other Southeast Asian nations. Beijing's land reclamation and militarization of artificial islands have escalated tensions. Chinese vessels routinely harass Philippine ships and fishermen, challenging Manila's sovereignty. Despite a 2016 international tribunal ruling in its favor, the Philippines struggles to enforce its rights. The power imbalance is stark. China's navy dwarfs the Philippine fleet. The proposed US warship transfer is significant in this context. It would boost Manila's ability to defend its maritime interests and deter further coercion. President Marcos Jr. has taken a more assertive stance, seeking stronger defense capabilities. The need for a credible maritime force has never been more urgent. Acquiring a Ticonderoga-class cruiser would revolutionize the Philippine Navy. It would instantly become the fleet's flagship, far surpassing the current Jose Rizal-class frigates. The Aegis system would provide advanced air and missile defense, creating a protective shield over key maritime areas. The cruiser's sensors and command facilities would enhance maritime domain awareness and coordination. Its endurance would allow for persistent presence in disputed waters, asserting sovereignty. The psychological impact would be immense, boosting morale and national pride. For adversaries, it introduces a credible new deterrent. While not a solution to the South China Sea dispute, it would significantly raise the stakes for any potential aggressor. Bringing a decommissioned cruiser back to life is a massive undertaking. Reactivation involves overhauling engines, repairing the hull, and restoring complex combat systems, costing hundreds of millions and taking years. Operating the ship is expensive fuel, maintenance, and a crew of over 300 sailors add up to tens of millions annually. The Philippine Navy would need extensive US training to master the Aegis system and maintain the vessel. Building a pipeline of skilled personnel is a long-term effort. Success depends on continued US support for funding, training, and spare parts. Manila must realistically assess whether it can sustain such a high-tech asset. The goal is to ensure the cruiser becomes a strategic asset, not a burden. The warship transfer is politically sensitive in both Manila and Washington. In the Philippines, it stirs national pride, but also fears of being drawn into US-China rivalry. Some worry closer US ties could make the Philippines a target in a great power conflict. China strongly opposes the move, warning it will destabilize the region and responding with shows of force. Southeast Asian neighbors watch with mixed feelings. Some welcome a stronger Philippines, others fear provoking Beijing. The US must carefully frame the transfer as defensive, not provocative. Managing these political currents is crucial to avoid escalation. The decision will reverberate across the region's complex security landscape. The proposed transfer of a Ticonderoga-class cruiser to the Philippines is a bold move, one that could fundamentally reshape the security landscape of the South China Sea. This decision is not just about military hardware, it's a strategic signal to the region and the world. For Manila, it's a leap in naval capability and a powerful deterrent against coercion, giving the Philippines a new level of confidence in defending its maritime interests and sovereignty. The ship would become the fleet's centerpiece, boosting morale, enhancing operational reach, and signaling resolve to both allies and potential adversaries. This fits the US strategy of empowering allies to uphold a free and open Indo-Pacific, while deepening military cooperation and interoperability between the two nations. But the move carries risks. China will almost certainly push back, and the financial and logistical demands of operating such a vessel are immense for the Philippines. Long-term success depends on a sustained U.S.-Philippine partnership, ongoing training, and a clear-eyed commitment to shared security goals. The political will to shoulder these burdens is as important as technical support, requiring consensus among leaders and public backing at home. If managed well, the transfer could enhance regional stability, reinforce the rule of law, and encourage peaceful cooperation among neighboring states. If mishandled, however, it could escalate tensions, provoke unintended incidents, and increase the risk of open conflict in these contested waters. The stakes are high, and the outcome of this calculated gambit will shape the Indo-Pacific's future for years to come, influencing the balance of power and the prospects for peace in the region.